Hey everyone, I decided to make a video to share my story about the dog bite I experienced in August of 2024. Thought this would be useful for friends and family. I get a lot of questions about how I'm doing and what my journey's been like. And also maybe it'll be useful for anyone who's going through their own health journey, or maybe they've had a dog bite themselves. You notice that my appearance is a lot different than it used to be, and that's going to be permanent, although I hope for some small improvements in upcoming months. So here we go. I'm going to explain my journey and how far I've gone so far. Thanks, everyone. So before I tell you a little bit more about my journey, here's a few pictures of me before the dog bite. And by the way, if you saw me with a dog, that's my dog Winnie, and she is not the dog that bit me. On August 18th, 2024, I was bitten by a dog at an outdoor patio. I had asked a woman for permission to pet our dog, and she said yes. And within moments, the dog lunged up and attacked me in the face. The incident caused some fairly serious injuries to particularly the left side of my face. I lost 75% of my bottom lip. I lost the whole left commissure of my mouth, which is the crack of your mouth. I lost a conjunction of muscles around here. And I also lost part of my orbicularis oris, which is the muscle that surrounds your mouth, and that's responsible for puckering. I had a pretty bad laceration over here and bone exposure of my left mandible. They found my lip on the sidewalk, but it was too chewed up to recover. I've had two surgeries so far. The first surgery was immediately after the bite, and I also had the full rabies series. The second surgery was called an Estlander flap, and it basically took part of my previous upper lip to create a lower lip where I didn't have any more lip left. This also involved taking a big chunk of skin out of the side of my face, and this further disrupted facial muscles. After my first surgery, I still didn't have a bottom lip. The bottom lip is really important for speaking and for eating. For speaking, I couldn't say letters that required the bottom lip, such as V or M. And for eating, I had to use a syringe. You might consider that if you have a spoon, you need that bottom lip to be able to pull the food off of the spoon. I also couldn't use a straw because you need to be able to pucker. After the second surgery, I had a very limited mouth opening for weeks. My mouth opened only big enough for a straw. I could use a straw after my second surgery. I couldn't fit a toothbrush in my mouth. I remember trying to clean my front tooth with a Q-tip. Um, I was put on chlorhexidine, which is a mouthwash, medical mouthwash, and it stained my teeth, which is another challenge I have to deal with. I also had a really hard time breathing because the surgery pulled, in particular, my left nostril down, and I had to sleep sitting up for weeks.
These are the zygomatic muscles up through here. So a lot of times I like to, and we're pulling from the temple down towards the mouth because this is the opposite direction that the muscle moves. And this is buccinator.
I now have what's called microstomia, and I'm normally small mouth. This leads to challenges with eating. As an example, if I have a sandwich, I either have to squish it way down, or sometimes I will take the top and then eat the middle and then eat the bottom. I also get food pocketing in the quadrants of my mouth, which is really uncomfortable and something I didn't experience before. I'm adjusting to the changes in my appearance and my expressions. I really miss my old smile, and My facial muscles also don't work the same way. My neck muscles really work to try to compensate for my damaged facial muscles. This has changed how I feel about dogs. I've always loved them and still do, but now I get a little nervous when I encounter dogs on a path, especially if they're off leash. Overall, this has been an identity shift for me, but I'm staying positive and very grateful for everything I have. And I also really recognize that everybody has their own challenges and journeys, and mine just happens to be more visible than most. Throughout this recovery process, I've been incredibly grateful for the outpouring of support from my work colleagues, friends, and family. Many sent flowers, cards, and messages of encouragement that lifted my spirits. I'm so grateful for all of you who visited me, brought or sent me super smoothies, or just reminded me I wasn't alone in this journey. It's almost like being able to experience your own funeral by seeing all the people who reached out to express their love. A special thanks to my sister Jan and daughter Lindsay for taking care of me after my surgeries. Joe Marty has driven me to every one of my countless doctor's appointments. Thank you to Joanna Bailey for her daily support. I also want to call out my talented surgeon, Dr. Jenna Van Beck, her RN, Sam Orfali, and Jocelyn Kahn, my physical therapist, for being amazing care providers throughout this process. Thank you for watching and letting me share my journey. And thank you to everyone who supported me along the way. I am so, so grateful for all of you, and I hope you can see what a difference it makes to reach out to other people when they're going through a difficult time or experience. I love you all, and thank you for being in my life.